We are today facing a new normal in terms of business and its role in society. You all have read the stories, you've seen the papers talking about this whole area of business and sustainable business, what that means. We looked at media mentions over the last 6 months in the world of business, and you see the Business Roundtable Statement didn't exist before August of last year at the top of the list. CEOs, corporate social responsibility. These are topics on people's minds.
Deanna, what reaction had in your company the fact that you were signing the purpose of the corporation statement of BRT? Did you get any reactions?
Well, it was really a natural for us to sign the Business Roundtable Statement. I remember when I saw the first draft and I showed it to some of my colleagues and they said, yeah, this is a no-brainer. Guardian is almost 160 years old, and we were founded by a German lawyer who was concerned about discrimination against immigrants in the United States at the time, and German immigrants couldn't get life insurance, and he thought that was not right. So we've always had a social purpose.
What surprised us, I think, more was the reaction we got, not as much from our investors, but from the media. The media portrayed this in some cases as more of an or. You know, so if you're not going to put the shareholder first, then you're putting other stakeholders first. The way we looked at this is that this is an and that all these are interconnected. And if you're going to provide long-term shareholder value, then you better be taking care of your customers. You better be treating your employees the way that you need to, and the suppliers that you work with, and the communities. Healthy communities spur healthy business environments.
I landed in the right place because I landed in a company that did have a purpose and used the purpose in their business. A demonstration of that we did have a purpose is that our credo, which is the statement that shows that we need to take care of our 4 constituents, consumers and patients, employees, communities, and shareholders, was issued for the first time in 1943. So 77 years ago, so it runs deep in a company like Johnson & Johnson. And during this period, we have had 57 years of consecutive dividend increases and 36 years of consecutive earning increases. So it shows a good connection between purpose and results.
We believe that our long-term success as a business and our ability to increase value are directly tied to the successful execution of our strategy. As shown on slide 6, our strategy really has 3 pillars. While we invest in future platforms that shape our business over the long term, such as things like automated driving and data services, we've pursued profitable revenue growth in our current platforms, principally in really high growth areas such as high voltage electrification or powertrain electrification, as well as advanced active safety systems, all while constantly identifying ways to strengthen our business foundation, including optimizing our cost structure and significantly diversifying our revenue base. We're focused on delivering flawlessly for our customers each and every single day, having the right portfolio, the right people, and the right processes in place to ensure their success. So that's what our execution really boils down to.
Our purpose is to help our customers make better decisions that relate to managing risk or making investments, making their operations work better. And the ultimate impact of what we do is touching tens of thousands of companies and millions of individuals around the globe. We intend to be the world's most effective and responsible data analytics company, working on our customers' most urgently felt issues. When you're focused on the human system, when you're focused on the capability of your folks, you are naturally thinking in terms of what can you do to help them develop and to grow. And so what we're describing over on the left is we are trying, not just trying, but we are reaching every member of our organization with an opportunity to learn and to grow and to develop. And it really is no exaggeration to say that the growth of our people as individuals today is the growth of our company tomorrow. Those two things just go together.
And at the heart of all of this is our number one asset, Team Schein. We have been committed to a very, very strong value system. Everyone is committed to working on programs to help society, advance the needs of society, mutuality, ethics. This is at the cornerstone of our value system. And so our values are constant, our culture modifies and molds to the needs of society as society progresses. We are very clear with our investors and have been clear since our IPO 25 years ago. Our investors are critical. Our investors are entitled to consistent growth in earnings, but our investors are one of the 5 constituents that make up the Henry Schein mosaic of success. And if you take that a little bit further, it's our 5th constituency, society, that is, I believe, the secret sauce and has been at the heart of our consistent growth in earnings and at the heart of our growth in shareholder value.
And I will talk about the new purpose of Philip Morris, which is to deliver a smoke-free future. This transformation changes the company from every angle. From the employees, and I talked about them, the products themselves, the commercial effort, but then we look at our supply chain. All these products use less tobacco. So not only we have the natural decline of cigarettes that is very gradual, 1% to 2% per year worldwide, that affects the farmers. So a key constituency here is the farming communities and how you help them do crop diversifications, change, because it's not so easy. So to convince them to move to other things is not the simplest thing on earth. And that's a lot of effort. That's what requires a lot of collaboration with society in general and regulators, and I'll come to this.
I think capitalism is one of the great inventions of the human race, that it's created untold prosperity and freedom. In particular, I think purpose-driven firms are ideally suited to make this transition. And we saw some firms today who are exactly leading the way to a world in which you have to pay attention to these externalities and public goods. These transitions are super hard. I spent 20 years as the Eastman Kodak professor. Really transforming organizations is really, really hard. We have to do it at scale in the next 20 years and really transform the society. And the thing I think I learned in 20 years of working on this problem is that purpose is what makes the difference.